Hi guys, it's Becky, and look what got here. It is my Bargain Bead Box for December. And if you're not familiar with Bargain Bead Box, it is a bead subscription, a monthly bead subscription. It is one of the most affordable, the best values for money bead subscriptions out there. I have never, ever been disappointed by anything that I got in the Bargain Bead Box. But I'm just bending this, so there we go. So we're not showing everybody the there's a discount code that they have on there. Usually have really high quality items. They're curated in a theme to go together. They'll usually have findings along with the beads. There may be check glass, there may be gemstones, there may be crystals, and it's one of my favorite bead boxes to get. They also have a sister site, Bead Box Bargains, where they do like closeout beads and findings, and they usually have the best prices. Like if you want some really good prices on some gemstones or really good prices on some check glass, they may not have specifically what you're looking for if you want like a specific thing, but the things that they do have are usually very good and high quality. They've got great customer service. It's well worth subscribing. I think they're probably one of the most popular bead subscription boxes out there, and they're popular for a reason. I do have a coupon code if you want some money off of your first month's box. I will put that link in the description so that if you wanted to subscribe, you could. But I'm going to, in the meantime, open this up, get these beads out, and organize them into my favorite organizer, this 15 grid organizer. It works for most of my bead subscriptions. Some of them I have to use a bigger one, like the curated bead box, because it comes with more findings and sometimes just longer strands of beads. Some of them I use a different organizer for, like the dollar bead box, but for the Bargain Bead Box, this is perfect, and it is exactly what I need for it. So we're going to be using that, and I'll put a link in the description to my favorite organizers, because if I leave it in this organza bag and in its boxes, I probably won't use it. But since I started organizing my boxes into these, I have found myself using them to create with more and more every month. So let's see what our theme is for December. It is Sparkling Snowfall. That's very appropriate. It's a winter wonderland. So an apatite teardrop print. I love apatite. It's this month's centerpiece with microfaceted 3mm apatite rounds, a strand of 8mm blue agate, and dyed tiger iron. Tiger iron? To match. Icy accents of crystal glass and gemstone combined with a set of snowy silver findings to complete the selection. I love blue and silver. It is such a great, like, wintry theme for us to have. So let's pull these out, and most of them are now labeled, so I don't have to have this out and go down the list. I can just pull out the bags and read their labels out to you guys so that you can see what we've got. And it looks like we've got some different sizes of beads. We've got several strands. Ooh, those are so cool. All right. Spreading these out a little bit. Let's start with our strands. We'll start with some of the larger strands. This one looks great. These are teardrop shapes. So it looks like we've got 13 by 9mm glass top drilled teardrop beads. They are crystal AB, and we've got 5.5 inches of that, which they can fit a lot of beads on 5.5 inches because they're teardrop shaped, so they can cluster together really well. Look how gorgeous these are. These are exactly like little ice drops on your leaves. I don't know if you guys have ever gone outside after an ice storm and just everything is coated in gorgeous, like, crystal ice everywhere. It's beautiful. We got some of that here in Austin a couple years ago. I went out and like my roses were really confused that year. They were blooming and then we had ice and then they were blooming again. So like I had rosebuds or actual roses that were covered in crystal ice all the way around that. These are going to be so much fun to make with. We're going to be able to use these for a lot. I cannot wait to see what everyone comes up with for this. I am even so excited about this that I have completely ignored that this is that wire that I hate. You know what I'm talking about? The wire that always like pokes me and I get stabbed by it. It's my least favorite stringing material for these. So I am putting these in here, right up here at the top, because these are larger beads and there's quite a bit of them. So like 5.5 inches, because they're the teardrop shape, there's a lot more that you can fit on that strand in the same amount of space. It's probably about as many beads as you might get like on a 15-inch strand. Speaking of 15-inch strands, we've got some London Blue agate. It's dyed and heated, and they are 8mm rounds, and there is 14.5 inches on this strand. Let me just hold this up with the light behind it so you can see how beautiful that is. These are gorgeous. All right, buddy. Let me see if these will all fit in. Oh, a single. They might, being 8mm. Sometimes I have to put, like I did for this one, I have to put the divider down so that they'll all fit in the section. Whoop. But this is a really generous strand, so there are a lot of these beads on here. And it looks like I am going to need to probably lay this down too, so that we can fit all of these in this one section. All right, so we've got our icy droplets. We've got our lake blue, frozen lake. That's what it's reminding me of. All right, so these are 10mm tiger iron. Is that like tiger eye? I think it is totally new for me. They have a blue, like kind of a turquoisey tint to them, but then they're like little brown bits. It's hard to see on camera. But let's get these into a section. I'm very excited. It feels like it took a while for them to get here, but it actually didn't, because they make sure that they send them by the 10th of the month. And it's the 12th, and it just got here today, so that is definitely well within that time. I'm going to move this over here into this section, just because I don't want to use up a whole other section for these. They're just going to be right there and kind of hanging out with their friends over here. All right, we've got more strands, more bead strands. There is 6mm crackle agate frosted round beads. There's 13 inches of this. You can see with the light behind it. Semi-transparent with a matte finish. It's crackle agate, so it has that frosty look on it. Like it was touched with hoarfrost. Hoarfrost is when they get the crystals developing, like that make those lacy patterns on them. is really, really pretty. All right, and then we've got Moonstone. They are also 6mm. They are glass rounds, and there are 7.5 inches of that. And it is frosted aqua. This could go either way. I mean, it works with the icy blue stuff, but it could work in an ocean-themed one as well. Let's pick these guys up. This is 14 by 8mm crystal faceted twist beads. They're slate blue iris, and there are 10 pieces of them. Let's open this up and take a look at the twist beads. Oh, how cool are these? They're like wide on both sides, but then they twist, and they're faceted, so they have so much sparkle. That is a really fun shape of beads for us to play around with. Guys, I'm looking forward to that. All right, it looks like we've got a lot of findings still. All right, let's do the last of the beads before we go through the findings and pendants. We have some 3mm apatite faceted rounds. That's these little guys. Look how sparkly they are. They are so sparkly. I'm going to leave them on this until it's time for me to use them, just because it'll be easier for me to pull them out of here if they're already on a strand. But I'm going to undo these. These are 4mm faceted bicones with crystal AB. We've got 13 inches of them, and it looks like they are already coming off of here. All right. Made my job easy. Whoop. Gonna go everywhere. Where did that one go? You know, that's fine. I will find it when I get to making things, I'm sure. Be like, oh, hey, where did you come from? Oh, yeah. Oh, maybe it's one of these ones that fell out here. This is, it's wrapped around the bead, around the end, like a stop bead. So I was just shifting the plastic wires so that I could get it off of there. And looks like I'm going to need to do that on this one. Push it through. So it comes out. Or I could just cut it. I'm sure I could just cut it. There we go. There we go. Bicones. All right, so now the rest of this space, we're going to be putting our pendants and our findings in. We've got lots of snowflake findings, it looks like. Now, I got in one of my shops that I got from the Bead Box Bargains, because they do have some fun stuff to get there. I got some Snowflake Charms. Oh, hold on just a sec. Wait. This is 39mm apatite teardrop pendant. Look at this. Look how beautiful this is. I love this inclusion along the side there. It's like lightning. This is gorgeous. This is beautiful. I'm definitely going to use this in a project. I just have to figure out what that's going to be. I'm going to stick that guy right there, and then I'm going to put these two blue pendant guys in the same section. And this is a teal-coated fan pendant. They're 22 by 20. Needs to be fantastic. Fan. Get it? Fantastic in earrings. I wonder if there'd be a way to have them to sit up. Ooh. You know what? Maybe if we did posts. And then we could have something dangling from the bottom. I don't know. I'm having ideas. I'm just having ideas. That they might be actually really fun to do some things with. All right, so we've got chain. Let's pull out the chain first. It is 3 by 2 millimeter stainless steel curb chain. We have 1 meter of this. It's just stainless steel. Oops. Since stainless steel is the metal that we're using, if you have any stainless steel components left over from the Mountain Majesty box, you could probably use them with these. Maybe add some of that paperclip chain in there with it. That would be pretty cool, I think. All right, now we've got 2 different kinds of spacers. We've got these 6 by 7 hematite snowflake beads. They'll make great spacers, and we've got some rondelle spacer beads. And I'm pretty sure you guys don't need a close-up of these, but you can have it if you want it. I'm going to put my spacers in here. I'm going to put both of these types of spacers in here. So let's take a closer look at these snowflake beads, because they are really cool looking. And they are the same on both sides. They are hex shaped. It looks like the hole goes sort of from point to point. That one's a little off center, but that one is centered on one of the points. There we go. Now I'm going to stick these right in here with these other spacers, because we've only got 2 spots left and we still have a lot of other findings to put in here. All right, now the connectors and the charms are going to go together, unless I think I might put the charms in here with my pendants. These are 14 by 12 platinum plated brass snowflake cutout charms. They have some texture on them. They're very lightweight. These will be great for earrings. Very lightweight charms. And I am going to go ahead and stick them in there. And I'll put these connectors in there too. We're just going to have the connectors and things in there. That way I can put my bead caps here and my closures here. Because that's what we do when we sort it. We figure out where they go. Okay, now these are, looks like stainless steel snowflake cutout links. Looks like they're laser cut. They are really, really pretty. Like, they're shiny. Like, this one had texture. And these ones are shiny. So I'm going to stick those right there. So many snowflakes. The best kind of snowflakes are the ones that you don't have to shovel. Oh my gosh, this is such a cool link. This is curved, so it's going to be perfect in a bracelet. Absolutely perfect in a bracelet. It's what I'm going to be using it for. I'm pretty sure that's what most people are going to be using it for, again, because it's curved. But let's take a look at this. It is a stainless steel laser cut triple snowflake link. When they post extras, I think I'm going to get more of these because I love them. And then again, they post extras on the Bead Box Bargains website. You can get like a whole other box. If you missed this one and you're not a subscriber and you want to get it when they post extras, you can just grab a whole box. But there is a 30% discount code that subscribers get to the Bead Box Bargain site, which brings the price down quite a bit. Like, their prices are already pretty low, and then you add that 30% discount, and it's just a rude not to sort of thing. So we've got 6mm 6-petal bead caps. Pretty normal. All right, and then we've got some swirled toggle clasp antique silver. There are 4 sets of these in here. And they are swirled. All right. So there we have it. This is the December Bargain Bead Box, and I am excited about this. This is, I was really into fall colors for most of this fall, but I am definitely ready for some winter colors. You know, we had some boxes that had some holiday colors for Christmas, but now we've got some that are just for wintry things, and I'm happy that we've got these because it's going to be a lot of fun to make with, and I hope that you guys enjoyed this unboxing. Let me know if you got yours, and if you want to subscribe and you don't, go ahead and use my coupon code. Anyway, I'll talk to you later. Bye.